Hey, so about 4 weeks ago, I started a pet project to do this. It was basically a Jam Copilot, but the idea was that I do 2 hour iteration with GitHub Copilot, vibe coding this whole thing. It was based on React, JavaScript, Tone.js, Toner.js, and I ended up with something nice in 2 hours. I had tracks, tempo, chord progressions of song I know, or just chord progressions that I like in general. And then I add instruments that I overlay, and then I can play that and jam along. So, and that was good. 2 hour total vibe coding. Now, this week, I decided to take that a bit further. So, let me show you how. This time I went for more audio quality, more features, but mainly it's a pet project. So basically, what I was after is how can I use AI more to assist me more? So I used it in three different ways. One of them is just AI Copilot chat, going at it over and over, iterating through the idea of what I need to do, and maybe asking for some hints on what can be done that would be cool. And it was interesting because I was opening the door all of the time, and it was coming through, helping me get that faster, and sometimes giving me a hint about something that I would trace and so on. So that was the first use. The second use is the obvious, GitHub Copilot to get it done. But this one, I stayed patient with it, iterated with it, but didn't let it do the whole work. I actually went after it critically after it generated every piece of code. And then the third one is in the app itself. Now I'm using AI to help me with the music itself. So now the program calls an AI service, Sono in that case. So what is different this time? It's not a web React JavaScript anymore. It is Windows 11 desktop .NET 10 app, and that gives me lots of things when it comes to audio quality and audio control and parallelism and so many things. So that is something that I added. Another thing is I put all of that for anybody who's interested in a GitHub repo. So I will share it on my LinkedIn, and that GitHub repo has everything you need to run the same application on your Windows desktop. This is how the application looks now, and it has much richer interface. It does actually allow me now to create the tracks, tempo, instruments, but now with sound fonts. So thank you for all the community for sound fonts, much better quality. And now I can record and overdub. So if I like a certain musical idea, melody or something while I'm jamming, I can record it, and that gets overdubbed, and I can export that mix and then even take it further to call Sono API to actually create AI covers for me. So as I said, this repo will be shared, and I will share the demo. Now let me demo the application for you. Here is the app after less than a day worth of work. It has the tracks. So now I have a track I prepared, Papa Paul Anka, very old song, but it's resonating me for different reasons now. And the track has the tempo, and then I have chord progressions. I just have one of the chord progressions for the song, and it's not even in the same bar arrangement, but it's good because I love the chord cycle. And then I have instruments which are basically like just drums and piano. Now I can change the sounds for that, so now we can hear it. AM, B7, and then EM. And then we can just switch the sound font, and then it will pick up different way. So anyway, that is close to what I had before, and I could jam outside of thing. But here is where it gets interesting, because if I'm jamming with the song and I do something that I like, I want to capture that. So for that, all I have to do is just maybe USB-C to the guitar, and then I can start jamming along. So let's see how that goes. So nothing much here, but let's assume together that this is something that is musically nice, and I would like to capture that. So now I can hear that overdubbed with the chord progression. Let's do that. Totally out of tempo. Again, let's just assume together this was good. It's not. But then now I can export that mix and listen to it on any device. But here comes the cool thing is I added that idea of an AI cover. So it's still my music idea, but now I can have it. I can have AI do a cover. So if you're going to use this, you need your Sono API key. I have that, so I'll paste it here, and then I select different styles that I want this to be developed in. So let's go for classic, heavy metal, and maybe check for something like Latin, and then hit generate. This is going to take some time, so we'll pause here and I'll come back once it's done. Usually it's like 3 or 4 minutes per style, so it does take its time. So now that Sono API is back and I have my songs, I can close this. And in this side, if you can see it from me, here I will have the songs that I got back. So let's listen, but let's just recap here. We have a chord progression that is played for me through the app. I record on it and I mix it. So this is what we started with. Allows me doing just a melody that I like over a chord progression. Let's see how the AI cover developed that musical idea into what. Let's start with the classical. So I would say that's much better than what I had. So now it is still my music, it is still my melody idea, but now AI has developed it. Let's see how that pans out in Latin genre. Good Latin. And now let's go for the heavy metal. All right, I think that's gets the idea through from this, which is just chord progressions I wrote and basic musical idea I did into all of that. The key here is I developed this without writing code, using GitHub Copilot, using Copilot to help me develop the ideas, and it's all on GitHub. When I share this later today on LinkedIn, you will find the GitHub repo. So enjoy. Hope this was useful. I am blown away with what we can do these days. Let's use it.